strong.
Alright, y'all, it's your boy Apichelio back with some brand new content for you. Moving into battle reports here. And we are using today a little skirmish using Black Ops Tactical Espionage Wargaming. It's written by Osprey Games by Guy Bowers. Great book, great set of rules. Really simple, really quick. Alright, we'll introduce you to the forces here. We got right here the G5C Coalition, Task Force North. And right here we got the leader element, Sierra 1. Then we got Squad 1, Squad 2, Alpha and Bravo. Over to the bad guys. Alright, so our bad guys today consist of some mercenary folk. So these are our PMC, Valhalla Corporation. And they are run by codename Nikolai in the center here with the radio. There's a man right here. This machine gunner right here. Codename Vladimir. The rest of them are no names. They don't matter. They're just cannon fodder. And, of course, we have codename Chekhov and Vasily, along with our hostages here. Chekhov loves the red kicks, so he's got the red sneaks rocking today. Alright, these guys got short-range weapons, no body armor. This guy's got a machine gun. He is their leader. They have ARs, body armor, body armor, body armor, body armor. Alright, so over here we have our Task Force Sierra, Task Force North. So right here we got Sierra 1. We got our machine gunner. He is Bravo 3. This is Alpha Squad, Bravo Squad. Not that it really matters in this play text for the rules, because they use cards to activate them. So these would be my jacks. This would be my ace. And this would be my king. Alright, for these guys in the foreground, jacks, king, ace, jacks. Alright, so this scenario is a little bit divorced from what we normally do. I normally play these maps based in Africa, 30 years into the future, but for this one, we'll say it's somewhere in, we'll say Baltic Europe, or somewhere in Europe. So essentially, the bad guys over here, Valhalla, have captured one of the coalition's intelligence assets, and of course, you know, the coalition isn't too happy about that, so they're aiming to get their guy back. So the coalition, according to the battle plan presented, is going to deploy here along this line. They're going to make their push inwards from here. They're going to try to snatch the informant, who for all intents and purposes is inside the building. There's just no inside, so I couldn't put him inside. And the AI, also played by me, but set up by my wife, are going to play extremely aggressive and try to stop the push from succeeding. At the end of the day, whoever wins, wins. This is normally played on a 24-point scale. I just drew the armies up for the sake of simplicity. And here we go. We'll start the deployment. Alright, so here we go. We are going to grab the leader elements. And we're going to place one squad there. Then, our next squad is going to go right up against these cornfields. Now, as we've set up mostly out of the line of sight, behind trees and cover, all the way down range to the objective, but these guys are tipped off because they do see something, so we're just going to go straight drawing from the cards, and whatever happens, happens. Alright, let's get. Okay, here we go, card draw number 1. We're drawing for red. Okay, so red team jacks are these gentlemen here, and these gentlemen over here. But for our intents and purposes, these gentlemen here are going to go first. They're going to fall back. They're going to use a cautious move, so 3 inches backwards approximately, into cover. And then they're going to go on reserve. Now, one thing about reserve, I don't have tokens for this game, so I just use these tokens right here, signaling they can save their action until the end of the entire turn. Alright, my gentlemen on the side are going to move into this grass here. Okay, so the thing with these guys is they're going to be going into heavy terrain, or dense grass. So they would normally use a 9-inch advanced move, but I'm just going to half that for sake of simplicity right now. Give them each about 4.5. Let's move them up. And they will be unable to fire at all. Now I wanted to do the same thing with my guys behind the log house. So I just went ahead and plopped down, cut the same distance essentially. And we just went ahead and grabbed them and moved them up. Okay, movement is done. Let's go back to the cards. Draw the next card. Red King. Red King is Mr. Machine Gun here, who hangs out with the commander. Red King is just going to move up right beside his homeboy, and he is going to lay down some suppressing fire. The good thing is my main man Nikolai is shooting a machine gun, and he's got them at effective range, well within 2 inches, though he is shooting through cornfield, so we're going to give them a decent cover bonus, as well as cover for being in this forest. Alright, so codename Vladimir with the machine gun, firing at this unit right here in the trees, hits on a 4, but here we go, 3 dice, 2 hits. The operators have an insanely good save of 3 up, but because they have body armor, it becomes 2 up. Now, because we already calculated in cover into his shot, they don't get any bonus to their save. So basically, on a 2 up, they're good. Alright, let's roll it. They're good. Alright, Black King. Our Black Team is our operators. King is our heavy. So our heavy is going to move forward. Just a wee bit behind this tree. And he is also on the same range band with the same weapon. So he is going to fire at these gentlemen right here to try to suppress. Alright, so here's the shot. He sends rounds downrange. Boom. Okay, so he hits on a 3 up, so 2 hits. Okay, now, because it's suppression, we're going to use these suppression tokens from Star Wars Legion, and it works a little bit differently than in most games. Because it's suppression, this whole section right here now has 2 suppression in this cover. So if any of these guys want to take an action, they're going to have to try to roll off 2 hits each, or they're just going to have to bail out in the opposite direction, and they can't come back here next turn. Suppression also doesn't get a save, so it's a useful mechanic for pushing people out of cover. Alright, here we go. Next card. Ooh, Joker. Now, Joker is drawn for the Black Team, so I've been alternating who I've been drawing for, and the Joker is a wild card. I believe in the rules it says that your commander can take an extra action, or your ace. However, for home rules, between me and my friends, and myself, I allow him to take the extra action, or order a unit within 12 inches to act. So, the commander is going to use his Joker action to order this squad to move up. Alright, and these gentlemen are going to take that same distance, about 4.5. Guard. Oh, Jacks. Okay, Jacks back here are going to move up here. Side Jacks, going to move up towards the end. Alright, here we go. Ace. Already made an error and moved my ace, so of course he moves up with everybody else. Guard. Ace. Ace's codename Nikolai with this sweet radio. And he's not afraid, so he wants to get in there and mix it up because he's of a Russian KGB Spetsnaz background. So he's going to move up about 3 inches for no penalty, and he is going to fire his AR into the cornfields. Okay, so I made an earlier calculation error, which some of you that are avid players might recognize. So at effective range for weapons, they're supposed to get a +2 to hit. I have him here at close range, just within 12 inches, so he's going to incur no penalty whatsoever during his firing phase. Alright, buddy, fire away. And 1, so it's going to be 1 hit. Okay, again, the operators are going to get their sweet 2+ save. Here we go. Oh, and one of these fools gets hit in the neck and goes down in the cornfield. Now, by the rules, you just place him face down. If he doesn't get rescued, next turn he's dead by a medic. I do an elaborate kind of version where I take the lethality from Spectre games, but I'm not going to do that for this. I'm just going to keep it simple. So we're going to flip him face down, flip him over. He's wounded. He needs to be saved. All right, now we're all out of cards to play, right? So now we're going to just take them. I'm going to flip them, flush them. And when I'm done with this, I'm going to get them all neat again, and we'll be right back. Right, check it. Give us the first card. King, red. The Red King, codenamed Vladimir, is now stationary, so he can now use his automatic fire on the closest unit to him. So he is going to shoot at these gentlemen in the field. His range is generally 14 inches. 4 dice, because he has auto and he has a move, which means he gets that additional shot. And oof. Codenamed Vladimir gets 1 hit. 1 save, 2 up, save. Sail down range into the cornfield, but they just happen to glance off these guys' armor. Go next card, Joker. So we drew the broker for black team. So team commander is going to order his element to move forward. Approximate 4 inches. Now they're coming up on the compound. Next card. Okay, he's doubling down, except this time he's got full auto. So he, from his vantage point, is going to fire all the way down into these fools right here. And Bravo 3 is a surgical genius with a machine gun. So he is hitting on straight up 4 up due to distance. Oh my god, he devastates them. 3 hits. He is going to name as his target these guys since, I didn't specify in the beginning. So these guys got a 4 save, but they got body armor, so on 3 up they're good. Ooh, one of them goes down. Takes a round to the leg, and he collapses. To the cards. Ace red. Alright, now if I was ace red in this position and I was being face down with 2 charging elements, I would order my most casualty producing weapon to fire again. Alright, so codename Vladimir, you're going to fire again. This unit. .14 inches. So with the machine gun, he's got them inside of close before effective, so 4 up. 2 hit. There's 2 up saves. Save. Come in, but glance off them. They just kind of shuffle a little bit. Alright, cards. Ace! Alright, so leader right here is just going to move up with his team and come online. And then he is going to send some rounds with no penalty towards the gentleman in the grass here who are trying to flank. Now he's shooting him just outside of a foot, so I'm just giving it to him. Sierra 1 shooting at the enemy, and he needs to get 4 up. Ooh, nothing. To the cards. Alright, Jacks, red team. Red team Jacks decides that they're going to close the distance here. The other Jacks here are going to come online a little bit. And my footmen, or rather the enemy footmen, are going to shoot them at close range. So they're hitting them on a 5 up. 1 hit. 1 save. Save. Cards. Last card, Jacks. Operator. Now the operators will come up online. They are going to unleash a firestorm on the enemy. So these gentlemen right here are going to fire towards these gentlemen to keep their heads down, while these gentlemen right here move up under cover fire to try to cross this road. Alright, so they haven't moved at all, so they get auto. So 2 operators shooting close range, shooting at any unit that is in contact with this well for suppression. Alright, so Bravo Squad hitting on 3 up. Oh, devastation! All hits. All hits. So as these gentlemen pump mad rounds into the well, suppression tokens rain down. And all these dudes have to get off because it is way past their dedication scores. So he's going to bounce. He's going to bounce. Commander's hopping into the field. He ain't having that. No more cards. Shuffle. Ready? Magic. Alright, recap. End of turn 2. Task Force Sierra has moved up, and they have broken the center position and caused one casualty. They have also taken one casualty in return, who will now die. And this gentleman will now definitely die. Still got the machine gunner pinned back here. Still got a skirmish to go on the flanks, so it'll probably decide the fate of how this entire battle plays out. To the cards then. Jack, red team. Jack's on the right flank of the red team. Got the enemy dead to rights in the background there. They're about to go ahead and have themselves a little pot shot contest. Okay, so remember that suppression mechanic I told you about earlier? No saves, right? This is where this comes in. I got 2 guys, each shooting 3 shots because of auto. So that's 6 shots into this unit right here. So here we go. 5 up, it's a suppression token. So I'm seeing 1. Oh, just 1. And here we go. Boom! Get down! This fool in the middle, hopping in the bushes, right behind the commander. These guys right here, shooting at these guys right here. Range. 5 up, 5 up. So let's see, we got 6 dice, both shooting assault rifles. Oh, 1 hit, and that's it. The save for a 2 up. Yep. Men take fire, but they're alright. And they're getting ready. To the cards. Ahaha! Jack's black team. These gentlemen again are going to fire probably diagonal this time at this unit to try to keep their head down. A lot of close combat happening here on the farm. 3 shots each with auto on a 4 up. 1, 2, 3. As I said, they were shooting to keep their head down. Suppression tokens rain down. And now, when they activate, if they activate again, they will have to roll off. Actually, when they activate again, they'll have to either roll these off or bounce. To the cards. King, black team. Alright, Bravo 3 with a machine gun. My deniable operator fella here, dressed in his flannel and his, his 5'11 tactical green pants. He's decided, since the enemy's mostly being pushed back, he's going to try to move up. For rough measurement, I'm giving him 4 inches into the cornfield. There he is. Ace Red is going to use his order to tell his machine gun to get back online, because he needs casualties piling up. So he's going to move him out here just a little bit. He has a better line of sight, but he's still got the benefit of some real nice cover in the form of hay bales. Not that they're going to stop much, but you know. Can't hurt to try. To the cards. King, red. Mr. Leaderman was right, so now King Red is going to fire on this closest unit right here. And he's shooting to kill. So we clock him just outside a foot. King Vladimir, 3 dice, hitting on 5s. No hits. Joker. This is going to be a red team Joker. So red team is going to order, again, his machine gun to fire on these gentlemen, except this time for codename Vladimir suppressing on a 5 up as he fires his machine gun. 1 suppression token. Rounds fly in and these men hit the dirt. To the cards again. Ace, black team. Black team is just going to shoot right here into the top. So here's Sierra 1 shooting 3 dice because he hasn't moved at all. And he's hitting on a 4 up. 2 hits. Save of a 3 up. 2 save. As the skilled operator opens fire in the tall grass, these men duck. Take no damage. No cards. Shuffle. Firing. Already establishes 12 inches for suppression on a 5 up. Ooh, 1 suppression. Let's take away suppression tokens at the end, so I'm going to go ahead and just modify the amounts appropriate. These gentlemen are going to go ahead and just fall back and get out of here. They don't want to risk getting shot. Here we go, 4 inches back. 1 man providing rear security at all times. This last guy reconsolidating with his teammates. Momentum starting to shift a little bit to the cards. Jack. Try to roll off the hits. 2 up saves. Rolling 3 saves for the first guy. Oh, takes the wound. 3 saves for the second guy. Oh, okay. Alright, so one of them gets shot and goes down as he's trying to get up and return fire. And this fool gets up. And now he's going to return fire. Full auto. 3 shots. All hits. Screaming right into the grass. Make your saves, gentlemen. On a 3 up. Oh, 1 fail. One of them takes a round to the chest plate and gets knocked back, and it penetrates. And now he's bloodied up. And his buddy's like, oh crap, bro. To the cards again. And it's a king. Alright, Bravo 3 is just going to try to roll up. And I'm going to give him a little boost because, narrative action. He's motivated, he's fired up, he's getting online with his buddies. They're getting ready to breach through and get to this other side and make this push. Ace, red team. Of course, I'm going to have my casualty producing weapon fire again. Guys. Oh, I should clear all these. Fire for some suppression. 4 dice, and they are hitting on a 5 up. Unit will take 1 suppression. Alright, so things looking kind of iffy for the operators. They've already taken 1 casualty. They got 1 guy down. They got 1 guy down in the bush, 1 guy down near the well. Still got a unit here, unit inside with the casualty, or the hostage rather. And they still got this machine gun right here that's going to continue to pin them down. So they need to figure out a way to get rid of this. To the cards. King, red. This time he's just going to fire to kill. Again. 4 dice, auto hitting on a 5 up. 1, 2 up save. Fail. As he unloads 7.62 into the cornfields, it catches the next guy right in the chest, and he also goes down. Looks like it's falling apart for the operators. Can they turn the tide of battle? Oh, operators! Alright. G5C, Sierra 1 is a medic, so he's going to go over here. He's going to roll a medic check. Okay, so here we go. Medic roll and a 3. So this gentleman is stable, unable to fight, but otherwise okay. So he is going to go ahead and get up and try to wander back towards the edge of the field and hunker down. We'll keep him there as a reminder that he can't fight. And then just for narrative purposes to speed up the game, he's going to move up, try to do a check on the second man. Alright, he manages to get rid of his wound by packing it up with some gauze. It's not too bad, but he is going to take a -1 to all shooting and fighting for the rest of this game. So he was pretty badly wounded, but he's alright. Cards. Ace, splash. He's done with that. He's going to rack back his weapon. Roll off this suppression first. Save. That's to kill. Just outside of 12 inches, so probably on a 5 up. Alright, so Sierra 1 is fighting with a vengeance. He just blasted 3 direct hits straight down range into the grass to hit this man here. So let's see how he does. On a 3 up. Good. And over here hits the dart as he's fired upon by Sierra 1 in a mad frenzy. You know the deal. Magic. Alright, so top of turn 3 or 4, we got a casualty here that's died in the bush, bled out as his buddy was engaged in a firefight with Sierra 1 over here. Sierra 1 managed to patch up a man who crawled back to the edge of the woods, but he can no longer fight. Other man's up on his feet, ready to make this assault. We still got our mass casualty producing weapon right here. Good old machine gun, and it's situated right in the center line, holding down all this field of fire. And we got a disorganized mess over here on the left side. And we got to come back online to fight these gentlemen. Still got positive control of the casualty in the building. Let's see if they can make this final push up here and take these guys out. Still anybody's game. To the cards. Ace, red. Again, he is going to tell this man, shoot to kill right into this squad. Codename Vladimir on a 5 up. shooting 4 dice because Otto, because he's popped up with his bipod on the hay bales and he's ready to get at it. Slings some blood down range. It looks like he gets 1 solid hit. Our operator dives for the ground, and he is super duper successful. This gentleman hits the dart. To the cards. King, red. Codename Vladimir once again. One good machine gun volley deserves definitely another, especially if you got your enemy to hit the deck. And it looks like we got 1, 2, 3 hits. He saves on a 2 up. Oh, there's a 1. Auto hit. Put down. Cards. Oh, it's a desperate fight as the jacks push back. Their brethren go down over here. These jacks do a 3-inch move forward. Actually, screw it. They're going to do a 9-inch advance while the enemy's disorganized. They're not going to be fools about it. They're going to try to get in a position to outflank this unit. So they're going to roll up right behind this tree. The operators dash across the road. And they secure themselves a nice little foothold on the other side. Alright, Task Force Sierra having a tough time managing to make some progress. Here we go. To the cards. King, black. My man's going to preoccupy this unit right here. Stop them from shooting this unit. So he's going to shoot to suppress rather than to kill. 4 shots on a 4 up because auto. And he's got his bipod deployed. Oh, and he nails 3. 6-2 with a suppressor rains down into the cornfield. And they all hit the deck, trying not to get shot. To the cards. So, counterattack. All a 3-inch move towards the enemy. Try to close that gap. No penalty to fire. Alright, so these guys are no doubt close range to these guys. Ooh, but I forgot one very important thing. Before they move, they need to roll for suppression. And one of them fails to save. So one of them will not move. He'll be dead. Or rather, wounded back here in the cornfield. The rest of them are going to move up. Dice on a 5 up. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. He saves for our operators behind the tree. 2 up. Save. 8. He's run up. Again, he tried to fix. Medical roll. 2. Model is permanently wrecked so bad that he needs to be medevaced off the board. And he is now stuck there. Alright, initiative has been lost a little bit on the support by fire position. We got a man wounded down in the bush. We got men wounded here. A man back here who can't fight. A man who needs to be medevaced here. We still got our heavy gun facing them. Their heavy gun. We got our assault elements about to close combat here. So I'm pretty sure this skirmisher on the flank is going to determine where they can push forward and take them out. They are not fanatics, so they are not going to fight to the last man. The cards, come on, men. Joker. This Joker has been pulled for red. Alright, so codename Nikolai. He's going to turn around. He's going to order these men right here to open fire on these fools behind the tree. 6 dice, 5 up. Ooh, looks like they got 1, 2, 3 hits. 2 up, save. Save. Unit opens fire, but again, the operator is ducked behind the tree. Cards. Shuffle. To the cards. Oh, okay, Black Joker. He's going to do the only sensible thing he can. Sierra 1's going to open his crew serve weapon to open fire on the enemy's crew serve weapon to try to suppress this position and knock him off. Okay, so Bravo 3 shooting on accuracy 4 up. So he is going to need 4 ups. Because he's got auto and he has aimed. And he's within range. Ooh, nothing. Sierra 1's disappointed and he curses out Bravo 3 with some words that I can't say on YouTube. Sierra 1. Black Ace. There he is. Really pissed off, he's going to open fire himself on the enemy machine gun position. 1 hit. Name Vladimir on a 3 up. And he passes spectacularly. Somehow he utilizes the hay bales to his advantage, and possibly the well and whatever else is right here, the crate and the tree, to not get shot. To the cards. Oh, not a double pull now. Jack, red. Reds are just going to shoot again into these guys. Here we go. We got... They've stayed there, and they're going to aim. Go hitting on a 5-up. And it looks like we got 3 operators will duck behind the tree. Despite raining down hellacious amounts of fire and hitting their position multiple times, these guys have managed to elude these gentlemen's best efforts to kill them. And now, I'm pretty sure, codename Nikolai is saying some pretty bad words to them as well. Alright, to the cards. King, red, fire. Dice, 5-up. Save. Oh, and jukes. He dodge. He weave. And he doesn't die, though. Jacks. They're tired of fighting these fools at a distance, so they're going to have to just charge right in here. Take them out, man. Here we go. Whoop. Ooh. Alright, now these gentlemen, being commandos, of course, are going to have fighting knives on their belts, so they're each going to roll 1 attack, and it's going to be on a 2-up. It's going to hit. Here we go. There we go, 1 hit. Other gentlemen, the black hats, didn't bring fighting knives, so they're going to try to hit them with their rifle. 4-up. 1 hit. And now, since they both have weapons that are equal to each other, they're both ARs, technically, we're just going to go ahead and roll again to break the tie. Operators trying to stab these guys on a 2-up. 2 stab. Trying to beat these dudes down, Brawlhouse style. Roadhouse! 4-up. Ooh. Operator gets roundhouse kicked to the jaw, knocked to the ground, wounded. One of these gentlemen gets stabbed right in the neck and killed. Losing unit will move out of base contact. And zoom back. A bloody brawl. The cards. Ace. Isn't really down with this operator assault right here, so he's going to open fire point blank with 3 shots and a 4-up. Save. Save. Essentially, he fires rapidly, but his shots miss because he's a little panicked. King, black. By fire. Supporters by fire. Shoot that fool. Saves on a 3-up. 1. He goes down, finally. All those hay bales couldn't save him, and finally, the rounds got through and sniped him. No more cards. Alright, flyby recap of the battlefield here. Sierra 1, sitting here with suppression token. Actually, it's probably gone. We'll have him roll for it. Okay, Sierra 1's good. Sitting here with no suppression token at the edge of the field. We got a man that needs to be medevaced off. Another man that can walk off, but he is wounded and cannot fight. So put him on his side. We got our support by fire, who has just eliminated the enemy support by fire, thereby opening up the center position to us here. We got our skirmishers here in the field. And it looks like our assault was successful, so we managed to push in here, kill 2 of the enemy, push 1 back. This man missed, so we are making some good progress. So it looks like the tide has turned in favor of the operators. Alright, so I just want to point out something that in a normal game, of course, it would be, I think it's 24 to 75 points. I'm pretty sure it's 75 points. I have to go back and check. But essentially, I've lost a couple of points of units here, whereas the enemy has lost a lot of men. So, typically, if the enemy falls below 50%, they're going to have to roll a dedication test based off their lowest dedication, unless their leader is still alive, in which case, codename Nikolai will roll a dedication test. Codename Nikolai with a dedication of 4 needs to roll a 4 or higher. Perfect. Codename Nikolai is resolute and dedicated to the cause. They could not regain this informant. Joker is going to be red. Nikolai is a baller himself, and he has this sweet armor. He does carry a combat knife, so he's going to run up on this fool right here and try to stab him the same way that he just stabbed his teammates. So here we go. And boop, into close combat. Swing. Nikolai, swing, operator. Oop. Hit. Miss. Nikolai is punched down and stabbed. Alright, everybody who is left, who's basically just this guy and the guys in the house, seeing Nikolai just get stabbed by this operator in the cornfield and his radio just went silent, they're going to roll a dedication test. Alright, here we go. We're going to try to close the gap. Going to the cards. And we got the ace. Sierra 1. Sierra 1's going to bust out of the cornfield and make a straight run for the well. And dip down right behind it. Now he's good. He's in position to observe the house. He's got his man on the right flank. He's just taking down the enemy leader. And a little bit farther back, support by fire element. To the cards. Red team, Jack. Jack's going to do the only sensible thing he knows. Mr. Gold-plated, a.k.a. Pimp Daddy, is going to shoot this guy right here. Hitting him on a 4-up. 2 hits. And here we go. Save a 2-up. 2 saves, just barely. So, as Gold-plated AK Man fires upon him, he zigzags through the brush and doesn't get hit. Here we go. Oh, King. King's dead. Operator makes his cutoff score, while the Black Hat doesn't, so he gets schmacked by the butt of his rifle and then shot in the head by his pistol. Final card. King. Alright, Bravo 3's no fool. He knows he needs to move up and consolidate with the rest of his element to take the building. So he's now going to do so. There we go. Alright, so end of turn. Everything is collapsed in. We got a fighting position right here. We're coming down on the building. We got Sierra 1, Bravo 3. And then we have one of Alpha Team over there. He's going to try to flank around. Alright, here we go. So final round of the game. Enemy commander has been killed, along with another one of the enemy jacks. Our sheet's filling up quite nicely here. Excellent. Now our men will go to the cards. Ace. The ace is going to move up. He's going to cover the door. To the cards. Jack. Jack is going to move up. He's going to stack behind the ace. To the cards. It's going to open fire out of the window at these guys. A man shooting at PDW, aiming, stationary. On a 3-up. 2 hits. Sorry, that was a 4-up rather. Alright, here we go. Ready? 2 saves. 2 saves. This guy would approximately be in the window firing out with his submachine gun 9mm status. But he's effectively missed, or he's hit one of these support posts here. To the cards. Joker. I'm going to give it to the good guys, because I am not entirely sure. He's going to order this unit to fall in right behind him, right here. King. King's going to move up to the door and fling it wide open. So essentially at this point, we don't even need cards anymore, right? This is what's finna happen. The door's wide open. These guys are going to charge in. All 3 of them are going to get in a giant melee. So rolling for the baddies. If you can see that. Hit, hit, hit. For the good guys. Our operators go down inside the building. One of these gentlemen goes down inside the building. And we roll combat again. 1-1. Operators. Baddies. Oof. But since our operator has a machine gun, and this gentleman has an SMG, he's gonna smack the hell out of him and shoot him point blank, and that is the end. The entire task force, guys, has been wiped out inadvertently. And now all that remains is Mr. Vasily with his non-red shoes with the hostage. This has been a complete failure for the G5C. Not only have they lost an entire team of operators, but their informant has been killed, so they will now lose intelligence. Now, stopping Valhalla Corporation's plan is that much farther away from them. I am Agent Vasily, the Harbinger of Doom. Ho, 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 ho. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you can guess probably what's going to happen to this hostage. He's probably going to be interrogated. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Took a little bit longer than I expected. I'm sure some of the rules were kind of out of whack, but I took a few narrative liberties here and there. If you guys want to see more content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and come on back for more. I'm going to try to do one of these every week. Alright, later.